Welcome back to another video on Sports on the Feed. Today we're talking all about the NBA All-Star break, how did I feel about each event, and what could they improve on and what couldn't they improve on, and my whole thoughts about each event. Let's get straight into it. So first off, we had Friday night's events, which is the Celebrity All-Star Game and the Rising Star stuff. All-Star Game's always the same. It's kind of they just get a bunch of celebrities and they just start them on the court and they just won. It's nothing really too crazy about it. Um, I mean, I think the big not controversy coming out of this, Taco Fall was able to play, and he's a former NBA player, but he doesn't play in the league anymore. Jeremy Lin was also able to play, but he was a former player too. They get former players to play every year, but people just did not like the idea that they got Taco Fall to do it. I think it was fine. I think Taco Fall being there was fine. This probably opens up a window for him to play again. I think I don't know that many people that hate Taco Fall. I think honestly, it was fun to see him play again. Obviously, he had a really good performance because when you're that tall, of course you're gonna be that good, and you're a former NBA player. But it's like who's actually like excited for the Celebrity All Star game? Like I'll tune in a little bit, just watch them play, but nothing really too crazy to watch. And then the Rising Star stuff comes on right after, which they'll get some of the best rookies and some of the best sophomores and have them play against each other and see who wins. It was fun. It's fun. I feel like the rookies and the sophomore players are always trying this. It's not really this is the issue. This is always kind of exciting to see. Again, it just doesn't draw that much viewership because again, no one's really looking out for these players unless you're kind of like not a casual fan really. Um, Cooper Flag wasn't even playing in this. He's hurt right now, so it wasn't drawing any more attention. But we did see VJ. We saw Comp. We saw a lot of those guys. Fears. So go against some of these players like Castle and Sar and all of them. I think Sar was actually hurt, but still, I didn't really tune into that one much. It's always Friday is always kind of a late day. It's just to get them warmed up and everything. The big night is always Saturday night. I feel like Saturday has kind of been the big night usually when they jump into dunk contests, they jump into the 3 point, and they do the skill stuff. So let me talk about that as a whole right now. The skills challenge which they replaced with this shooting stars thing, was fine. I did not like the order they placed in events. Also, yeah, talk about how they started all this at 5 o'clock. First off, um, they were at the Clippers arena in Twin Dome. Great place to have it, by the way. I love that they picked that place. It's one of the best arenas in all of the NBA. However, they started this at 5 o'clock, which usually like I don't know, a couple of years back, I feel like they would always start this at like a good 7, 8 o'clock, and they would go. It was always they would go the skills thing. They would go 3 point, and then they'll go dunk for the last event. They started at 5:30 ish with the 3 point, which is a lot. A lot of people like the 3 point contest, and this year was a great 3 point contest. Um, I think it was amazing. I think Dame Lillard being coming out off of a torn ACL that he's been recovering from for a long time, coming out there and be able to win it is amazing. I did predict him to win. I was kind of sure he was going to win. I mean, I predicted everything that was going to happen in that one. Like that was kind of crazy. I thought Book, Khan, and Dame were going to be the top three. I thought Book had it, honestly. I think everyone, I don't know if you've seen the video of Book choking it in the end in that last round. All he needed was a couple more shots. He chokes like the last three, and it's like, brother, that was rough. Big D Book guy, but dang, Lillard did win. Um, it was nice to see Norman Powell go out there and be able to shoot after his horrible round last year. He did a great job back in the Clippers arena. My boy Donovan Mitchell thought he was going to get a top three. Got knocked out. He had a great performance too. I think they had a great field. The field is never the issue with the 3 point contest. People are willing to do a 3 point contest with this type of field. They don't mind it. Like it's fine. It's just the dunk contest field is always horrible. But this 3 point contest field perfect. It's always good. And I think this one was amazing this year. We already got confirmation steps going to be doing it next year. So would love to see like a group of like Steph. Dame should probably do it next year because he's return champion. Uh Even Clay should get on it. Honestly, I know Clay's not that good anymore, but he's still one of the best 3 point shooters. And I would like to see KD also getting on it. And a couple more guys that are just great 3 point shooters that come out next year and want to show out. I think we just need to have a big. They're in Phoenix next year, so I think Booker would love to do it also again. But I think we just need to get in there and just have like a lot of these old guys do it just one more time because we don't know. We're getting close to the end where these old guys are going to be retiring soon, and it's kind of rough. And I just want to see them have one more big like 3-point contest with all these older guys. Would be just nice to see. Um, as for the skills thing, it's called Shooting Stars. They did this like 10 years ago, and they brought it back. I actually pretty much enjoyed it. I know people were like, "It's okay." It's better than what they had before the skills thing. Is what I'm trying to say. They did not need to put this in the middle of the dunk contest, though. I mean, in the middle of the 3-point and the dunk contest, though. Like this was easily like people just tuned out of this. There's so much better stuff going on Saturday than this. Of course, I enjoyed it though. I think it was fine. Um, Brunson did not want to be there. Brunson kept saying during the whole thing, brother, we do not care. He was like, I guess I'm here, bro. And he won. He won with Cat and his dad being the pastor. I do like having the legends there. It was nice seeing forget what his name is, Corey from Duke from on that Duke team. Did love to see Corey. He loved him. Loved his game. He was just banging out from that last shot. It was good. If you want to watch back on it, it's good. It was a good event. They should keep it. It's better than the skills thing. It's just I think that should go first. Something that they should warm up with. And this is also Khan was also in this event. Khan just came fresh off that 3-point contest, and he had to go straight into this, and he was off. He was just not shooting well. But hey, it's impressive that he's going to do back to back. I remember when Dame Lillard did all 5 events like a couple not a couple years back, but like 2014. It's when they were in New Orleans. He did all 5 events. He did the rookie stuff. He did the skills stuff. He did all 5, and I don't think we'll ever see that again from a player. It's just so impressive to see someone do all 5. And yeah, so that was the thing. And now the main thing that happened on Saturday, the dunk contest. And I think the issue with the dunk contest is we've seen everything. Like I think from being spoiled from the Levine and Gordon dunk, for them going back and forth for a whole hour in like 2016, we were sorry so spoiled. And then when Mac McClung had his resurgence for his like past 3 years, he um he was amazing too. I think we've been like fed everything to the point that we don't have anything else to see. Like the Ducks were fine. Um, it's just the field. First of all, when your field is like no one wants to do it, we haven't had like a big name want to do it since Jalen Brown. Jalen Brown was the last big name that wanted to do dunk contest. This year we got a whole nobody show. Um, Jackson Hayes, 7-footer, doing a normal dunk that I would see guys at LA Fitness do every day. Not cutting it, Birdie. Not cutting it. I thought he kind of trolled y'all with that East Bay that he did in game. He did a normal dunk and he did the East Bay. And somehow that normal dunk got a higher score than Jace Richardson's dunk that he made up on the spot. That was pretty good. I want to give all my props to Jace though. As someone at 6'1", I was kind of impressed with his package. I didn't think he was gonna be able to pull out this stuff. For him being 6'1", doing all this stuff was just impressive for me. I was talking so much stuff saying he's not gonna be able to dunk well. He's just gonna do some of those jams. He brought a package. We're not gonna talk about the one time he fell though. That's okay. It's okay, bro. I understand. It's fine. It's not that deep. But dang, I thought he like had got a concussion, and we just saw him like get a concussion live on television. Thank God he's good. But easily top 2, Corey Bryant, Kashad Johnson. Kashad thought of his dances more than his dunks. And it low key was making me annoyed the whole entire night. You could probably just look it up on TikTok or something that he was just hitting like no one wants to see that. No one cares. You don't get extra points for doing your little dances, bro. Little light skin energy that no one cares about, bro. We do not care. Carter Bryant had this he got drafted for crazy athleticism for a reason because his vertical is insane. And it came to like he proved it in the dunk contest. I honestly thought he was gonna win until he messed up that last dunk. I honestly think he could just hit something not as hard as what he was trying to go for, and he would have won. I think he would have won, but Kashad ended up taking it out anyway. I think out of all the dunks, there was one really good dunk that I was impressed by, and that was Carter Bryant's like the second to last dunk that he had. Besides that, there was nothing really crazy to write home about. I understand Kashad did dunk over E40, but E40 6'1". This is not that impressive because we've seen people dunk over 7-footers now, like McClung did. Like it's not impressive anymore when we've seen everything. I don't hate the dunk contest. I love the dunk contest, but when we've seen everything, you have to switch up. Like listen to the fans. Like Adam Silver, if you're listening, listen to the fans for once. Please, I mean, please, get us a 1v1. I understand they're doing 1v1s in the women's league that they're running Unrivaled, and there are girls that are getting embarrassed every single night when they do the 1v1. I see why like NBA players wouldn't want to get embarrassed and be like, oh, I lost 11-0 in a 1v1, and now that's what everyone's gonna look at in my career. It's not that deep. I think just try it 1 year, get a little bit of a feel that's like mixed. You got some rookies in there, get some big names in there that will want to do it. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. And then I think honestly, people will want to do it. It would be fun to see that. I just don't understand why like we don't try it. I honestly think Silver can cook with that. I think that could be a nice long stay in in the All Star game. I think in the All Star weekend they could put like a nice 1v1 in there somewhere. Even like start like it could be an ongoing thing. They can do the first round on Friday. They can do the second round on Saturday, and they can have the last round on the Sunday. If you really want to do that, like that would be fun. I don't like not saying the All Star game should get completely rid of, but I like the All Star game. I think they cooked with the format, which I'm about to talk about like next. But I feel like there's just something missing because no way we're taking 30-minute breaks to bring on some like people to perform and we don't have anything else to do. Like it took so long for them to get to the dunk contest. But I'm now gonna talk about the main event, the All Star game in itself. So if you don't know, the format was different this year. They had 3 teams. They had Team World, Team Stars, and Team Stripes. Team Stripes was like the older team. They had like LeBron. They had Curry. Curry didn't play though. They had like the older guys, Brunson, Brown, just the older group of people on their team, and then the stars guys were like the younger group. We had Anthony Edwards, Maxi, a lot of the younger guys on that team that that weren't as old. I'm just trying to think of people through my head. And the world teams, everyone that's on the world. So yeah, Shea, Jokic, Wemby, uh, Luca, Sangoon, you have Denny Avia, you have all these guys. Like if you see the lineup, you be like, oh, easy, the world's gonna win. The world comes out there and they all want to take a nap. They're all tired. Luka Doncic does not want to be there. Jokic wants to be with his horses. The only person I see trying there is Victor Wembanyama. And you saw he in his face. He was mad once they got eliminated. Once they lost that first game to that buzzer beater. He was mad. He was the only one that was actually trying. And all my credit to him. He always tries whenever it comes to this. But stuff like this does make the like sport. I mean, makes this event exciting. Like I think them just having a little bit of a rivalry makes this exciting, and we won't see them going competing on like a national level like for their country until 2028. So this is like a little thing in between the NBA that they can do every year just to uh, fight for their little rights and their like countries and stuff. What I would like to see, maybe they could do, if they have enough people for like each country, I would love to see it. If they could do like USA, they could do Canada. If they have enough, if they have a good out like pipeline for it, France. I would love to see it as a separate thing now, not something they do as an all star thing. I think honestly, it was a great event anyway. So the first game, I'll kind of recap everything. First game, the world's gonna play the Stars, the younger team, and it was all Anthony Edwards. Honestly, Anthony Edwards had a great game. Wemby was also going at. They're both going back and forth, kind of, and they went to overtime. The first game goes into overtime. So the overtime rules is first to 5 wins. You have to score 5 points. That's it. That's all you have to do. Um, Wemby was so mad once they weren't able to once the last shot was made for Team Stars. He was, you could see in his face, he was mad. And that's, I like the rivalry, like they're actually trying this. It's not that they were fully trying. If you tune in, you're not gonna see that much defense we play. It's more than them running down the court for a whole game and them just like filling their arms up like, oh, I'm guarding you, I'm guarding you. It's better than that, is what I'm trying to say. They play 12 minutes each game, so it's like they have to kind of try it down the stretch. The second game, so since the world lost, both the two U.S. teams went against each other. Again, another great game. And it was a great game. It was a buzzer beater by De'Aaron Fox that put that one away. The guy that was just replaced last second because I think Curry couldn't play. No, that's because of Ingram. But he got in there too because someone couldn't play. Perfect ending to that one. I love that from De'Aaron Fox. Uh, De'Aaron Fox is one of my favorite players in the league. It was just fun to see. Uh, just they're having fun. They're smiling. It's actually enjoyable to see if you tune into it. You can see that they were enjoying it way more than like a little All Star game and them just running down the court. That was fun. So then going to the third game, Team World has to win by 3 or more for them to even have a chance at playing. For them to get into the championship game. If they don't, both U.S. teams were gonna play each other. Um, did not go well for the world team. Kawhi Leonard in his home stadium drops 31 in 12 minutes. The Claw has a resurgence wherever he feels like it, basically, and he had a resurgence there. He had an amazing resurgence. I was so impressed. I was like, this is Kawhi Leonard that we're watching right now do this. Someone that who's one of the best players, not one of the best players in the league. I think he's one of the most like talented athletes we see in basketball. For him to have like a nice resurgence in front of his home crowd is amazing. He did a great job, and honestly, we had a great showdown going into the last game. We had President Obama sitting courtside. We got both U.S. teams going at each other for all the bragging rights. Is it going to be the younger guys or is it going to be the older guys? I was so excited. They were hyping this last game up. Obviously, Kawhi just dropped 31, and we're like, I think Kawhi's gonna have a story. I think he's gonna have a nice moment here. No, they get blown out the gym. They honestly horrible. It was over before the thing started. They looked the unks had to go to bed. It wasn't close. Basically, they get blown out by like 20 something, and Stars win. Stars win. And gets MVP. He wasn't expecting it really, but after that, he goes on. He goes on a little. What I love about Ant, he will keep it 100%. He doesn't care about PR training. He will keep it 100. And honestly, not that I think that he is, but for this younger generation upcoming, he's definitely going to be, if not he's a face to watch, he is one of the faces to watch. I think just him, he's one of my favorite players. Honestly, I like how he keeps it 100%. Then obviously not many people do keep it 100% real with you. He always will. That's someone I love who keeps it 100% when they're addressing the like in their post game and stuff. He keeps it 100%. He doesn't care about PR training. He goes on and talks about how Jokic and Doncic were not trying at all, and they weren't. They weren't. He said that Team World needs to step it up. I mean, they should. This is a fun event, and you could at least try if you want to be there, bro. Luca and Jokic were on injury. They were injured, but they did play like 5 minutes, I guess, and then they took time out. And they didn't play for the rest of the night. But it's just I feel like if you're there, go out there and try. That's what I'm trying to say. Jokic just isn't even his like first thing. He likes to ride be with his horses. There was a Larry post. He had a little interview, All Star game interview with him and DeMarcus Cousins, and DeMarcus asked him, "Would you rather win MVP for the rest of the time you're in the league, or would you rather have your three horses win every race that they can?" And he said the horses in 2 seconds. He does this as a side thing. It's just funny. But honestly, my whole thoughts on the NBA All Star, I think that was I think it's a perfect game. I think it was great. I think they'll obviously bring this back next year. You'll see the ratings come in. I just want to see if it's a decrease or an increase into what it was last year. That's what I'm trying to see. There's definitely things that were influencing the ratings. Obviously, the Olympics are on right now, so that's obviously going to affect it. Um, like, way more people are into Olympics than that. The golf was on also. I think golf has a big viewership. Not that nobody wants to watch golf, but golf and the Olympics. But I think golf and the Olympics have just way more people that are more consistently tuning into this. I want to be so honest. I don't think people will tune into basketball until we're done with March Madness. I think after we're done March Madness, people will start tuning in. Even there's a lot of people just tune in for the playoffs. Once playoffs begin, people will all start tuning in. That's when people actually start tuning in. Like they go through football season, and then once football season's over, NBA's kind of in the midst of it. Baseball's even in there too, so people are watching baseball, and then they're actually watching football the whole way till February. And then there's other random sports coming in here between. You got golf coming on, you got college basketball. It's kind of like paving its way into a conference play. All that stuff, people are not tuning in, and it's unfortunate. But there's just other better stuff on that people were rather tune into. For the way Adam Silver's gonna have to compete, it's just unfortunate. I always like tuning in, but that's just because I'm biased and I'm a basketball fan. People who are more invested in like a major golf tournament or more invested in the Olympic events, it's gonna be way harder for them to get more viewership. That's just the way it's gonna be. But I think if they get enough media talking about how great it was, hey, might tune in for a little bit next year. But that's my complete thoughts on the NBA All Star Game. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you back for the next video when I talk about college basketball next.